everybody. It's so great to be here. I just wanted to um, bring you this special friend that I've met recently. He is an amazing guy, and I'm going to let him tell you more about himself. But as soon as I met him, I just felt like he is somebody that I need to have in my People Worth Knowing series. And if you listen to him, you will understand why. So I just want to introduce you to Joshua McAllister and let him tell us a little bit about who he is.
Wonderful. Thank you, Darlene. It is a pleasure to be here with you. And yeah, so I am Joshua McAllister, and I'm actually here on a mission. I'm here on a mission to help mission-driven creators and experts rediscover who they are at their core so that they can show up and really serve the people that they're here meant to serve in the most profound and impactful way.
That like it's so incredible, and like I think everybody listening can really feel your passion, and I think that that's one of the things. Like a lot of us, we have a mission, but we just don't know how to get it out to the world. And I just
Mm.
feel like the work that you're doing with people is really going to help people have that incredible impact. So, what do you actually do with people? What is part of your process or your process that you go through with people?
Yeah, so the people that I work with are usually ones who they'll wake up and they have just a lot of noise going on in their heads, a lot of other people's voices, other people's expectations kind of guiding them. And it can almost start to feel robotic at times when there's just so much noise going on in their heads. And so I help by returning, helping people to return back to the core of who they are. And one thing that I like to start with, and it's the core, it's kind of what keeps us alive, is the breath. So we actually can't live for more than just a few minutes without taking a breath. It's the first thing we do when we come into this world. So that's where I like to start with people. And I feel like that is one of the main things that I like to bring into my guided meditations. So I also specialize in guided meditations. A lot of people, they're stuck in their heads and they don't know how to get out of it sometimes. And so what I do is I take people through a guided meditation and kind of help to center and calm the nervous system, bring them back into their bodies because our bodies are so intelligent. And I think that when you're in your body and you're living from your heart, you're living from the rhythm of your heart, which, your breath is kind of right in that same area, then everything else eventually comes back into harmony with that. So that's a little bit of how I help people.
Wow, that's so incredible. And I also know that like all of us, we become experts in our fields because of the experiences that we've gone through and the things that we've learned in our life. And the more I've been able to get to know Joshua and hear his story and just see where he's come from and to where he is today, it's so incredible. And I would just love for you also to be able to connect with him and spend a little of your journey traveling with Joshua. Joshua, how can people connect with you and maybe join together with you and start some work with you or follow you? What are some of the paths that people can take?
Yeah, no, that's another great question. So the first way, and this is definitely the lowest friction way that people can get in touch with me, is they can download a guide that I created called the three-step guide to reclaim your power through breath and sound. And so it's essentially a journey where we go through some different breathing techniques, ask some much needed questions, and essentially come out the other side with a nice calm nervous system and a really a really clear sense of where to move from there. So that's the first way that people can get in touch with me. And the second way is I'm actually hosting a event or co-hosting an event with Anna Jomir. She does Neurographica. It's a subconscious artistic practice, and I'm going to be leading a guided meditation, a live guided meditation prior to the art that kind of helps to reprogram your subconscious mind. So that's another way, and that's happening in just a few days here. So that's another way
Awesome.
people can get a
So
hold of
yeah,
me.
that's happening on Sunday, right? No, I ever since you started talking about it, I also got excited about joining that Neurographica. And so
Hmm.
both of those links you'll be able to find them under the video where you're watching this. And yeah, so excited to experience that. And then I hope that any of you listening, please feel free to contact Joshua, get in touch. Um, and the other point is that you wanted to make sure you download the guide and go through it so that you're prepared to join the Neurographic on Sunday. So
Mm-hmm.
thanks so much for joining us. Thank you,
Yeah. Thanks,
Joshua.
Darlene.